Alright, well, here is the weed block that we put down by moonlight the other night, as you may have seen in one of my other videos. And the black fabric here that has the blue stripes, not over there, that's just weed barrier, which is something different, cheap, and really not useful to me right now. It doesn't really block sunlight and water, so the weeds are still growing under there. But this is killing it, and it works really well, and it's got the long landscaping staples, so it's not coming up, and that's really great. But it is 300 feet for $120. I probably need 2 more rolls of that. So instead, this area of grass right here, we're going to build a very large chicken area, and I'm going to get the best of all the worlds because these are 14 chicks that my copper Moran hen hatched out on her own. Probably 4 of these are roosters, but the rest are hens, and we get to eat the roosters. The hens are going to lay eggs, but all of them are going to till my garden up for me. So not only do I not have to buy the weed block, but I don't have to till the garden. I don't have to do a whole lot. They're going to eat all of this grass and all of these weeds, and they're going to take care of the sandspurs that are growing in here, and any kind of ant hills or anything they're going to scare off and lead them on out for me. So I'm really happy about that, and here's how we're going to do it. Alright, well, talks were had and decisions were made, and it looks like I'm putting my lemons in the chicken tractor down this one lane here. There's a lane all the way to the end, in between the last trench for plants right there and where the my copper Moran chicks are going to go. And we split up the grassy area into 2 halves, so that probably, I don't know, maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks, the chicks that are 4 or 5 months old will have half of this to eat, and then we'll just move them over to the other half. So my teenagers are working on getting this field wire to cooperate, and we're just using sticks that we got at Lowe's for free, those wooden sticks. We just cut the ends to angles and pounded them in the ground, and for right now, because of the wind, we're anchoring them with zip ties, but I'll probably use wire to do it permanently. And then get some of those really nice, real long landscaping staples to hold down the bottom so that the chicks can't get out, because obviously if they get out, I'm in trouble. My garden will be in trouble. So that's where we're at. It's getting towards the end of the day today, so we're probably going to have to go take care of some animals before sundown. So this will be to be continued tomorrow. Well, yesterday proved to be an interesting build. I did not get to video the steps that we used to build this, but the enclosure is done, and as you can see, the not so small chicks are now in it and doing their job, digging around and pulling up the grass and eating the grass for me, doing some tilling. They actually made a nice spot yesterday with the short amount of time that they were in there. But a storm looked like it was building up yesterday, so we had to hurry up and get this put up. And then the wind blew hard for several hours and we got no rain, so that was a little weird. But this is how it turned out. We made kind of a foyer, I guess you could call it, right here, so that when we're going through the pallet gate to go in and feed and collect eggs when they start laying, if they get out, I don't have to chase them around and around and around trying to get them. They'll be stuck in here. So this pallet opens and it's covered in plastic avian netting, bird netting. You can see that. The whole thing is covered in the bird netting. Sorry about my shadow there. The sun's behind me. And here we have their roost. And right now it's just open because, you know, obviously they're not laying yet. They're only about 4 months, maybe 4.5 months old. So in about another month and a half, I'll build nest boxes in there that are covered. Right now they have 20-foot, half-inch PVC hoops. There's 3 ribs of that, covered by 2 packages of sunshade from Lowe's. I chose green for this one. I like the tan one, but the green one comes in a larger size, and it's $26 and some change per package. So those two together cost $54. So I would say that's the biggest expense. This avian netting, we probably used 3 packages of that, and it's been a long time. I had this in storage, so I don't remember how much the avian netting was. The T-posts are something like $5 to $7 depending on what size you use. The pallets were free, and the wooden sticks that you see that are just basically supporting the wire, those were free as well. And the wire I've had for a long time. I think they were 220 feet rolls, and I just used a portion of one. So I would say if I were to have to go buy everything today to rebuild this, it would be around $100, something like that. So for $100, I'm going to be able to have these guys till up the land, eat the weeds, eat the sand spurs, you know, eat the grass, add nutrients back. I'm going to be getting meat from the 4 roosters that are in here and eggs for the next probably 3 years. So I think it's a pretty good trade-off. When they're done here also, we'll be able to pull these stakes up. It's going to be a little bit of a job. I might have to have some friends come over and help us. We'll just walk it over and we'll work on this section. So here it is. Poetry in motion, if you ask me.